Thanks for tuning in, guys. This video will be the half guard. I got a half guard series from the bottom. Just going to give you guys 5 different options when you have half guard from the bottom. We're going to talk about head control. How do you go back to your knees? Head control to replacing the guard. The third one will be bicep control to the bent arm lock submission. We're going to have a thigh sweep for number 4 and then a back take for number 5. And then I'll throw in a 6th one in regards to using number 5 and number 4 together. So I hope you enjoy. Have a look. I'm in half guard bottom. There's a couple of different postures I want from here. The half guard, I like to have my knee in front of his hip this way to create a knee shield to remove some weight off me. He sometimes will, his game is to try to flatten me out to put my weight back. My game is to try to stay at my side. So I got different variations on if he's winning his game or if I'm winning my game. So at the beginning I'm going to go to, as he wants to get established, I'm going to go for head control and put the palm of my hand on his ear and push him away. I'm going to pressure on my shin that has on his hip. I'm going to come up on my elbow, put all the weight on my elbow and on my shin to come back on my knees, to disengage. That's one. So one more time, as he goes to place his weight, I remove it. I push and I bridge my body away. I pressure at the shin, on my shin on his hip. I come up on my elbow. I put all the weight on my elbow. I keep this locked, my arm locked straight as a push rod, and I come to my knees. The second one, he's giving me a bit of resistance, so as he places weight on me, I push it away and I bridge. As I come, he's being aggressive and wants to come on top, then I just replace the guard from here. At least I got out of half guard and I got more control over him in full guard. Again, a second option from head control when he's a bit more aggressive is if I don't have that space to go to my knees, I replace him to guard. So as I push, I come over, I free up my leg, he comes in my guard. The third option from half guard is he's a little bit tight, he's heavy, I don't quite get the head push. I'm going to go for bicep control. I use the web of my hand, my arm that's on top, not my bottom one, but my top one, will control his bicep. I create some space, and a good attack now is I control his lower wrist, upper hand, and the hand at the bicep now will disengage as I shrimp up to make this arm long so I can entangle the wrist. It's a surprising attack when he's not quite aware of it. And from here, I hug the elbow into my solar plexus, and I proceed with the mechanics of the bent arm lock. And I get the tap. Come back down. So the third option, when I'm not successful at the head, or I just may elect to go for bicep control, is I use the web of the hand to the crook of his arm. When I see his arm dangling here, I go to the lower wrist, upper hand, I grip, I release, see from here my arm ain't long enough to grab a hold of my wrist this way, but if I shrimp away, this arm now is long, I can entangle at the elbow and then proceed. The fourth option now is he's flattened me a little bit, he's flattened me out, he's got the underhook. So with the underhook, I will secure this arm and trap it. I'm going for the thigh sweep. So I squeeze my thighs to control the leg. I control this arm to prevent him from basing out. And then I do a big bridge to the side so he can give me that resistance. So as I come over here and he wants to flatten me out, I use that momentum for the sweep. Once he flattens me out, he's got the underhook. He's a happy camper. I control this arm and trap it. My elbow to my rib cage. I squeeze my thighs together. The trick on this one is I need to bridge into him so he can flatten me out. I come over here, he goes to flatten me out, and I use the momentum. The fifth option from half guard is I have the knee shield, I'm on my side, except I have the underhook. That's my best bet, is the underhook. Once I have the underhook, I go in deep, but I arch over my head. I use my lower bicep to his lower tricep, and I arch that arm past my head so I can kick up on my elbow, so I can kick up onto my hand and grab his lat. From here, this knee comes underneath to support my body weight so I can go for the back take. One more time. I have the underhook. I arch my arm. Once that arm is past my head, again, I'm slowing things down here, we're pausing, but once it's past his head, I climb up, I catch myself on my elbow or on my hand, I bring the knee up to support my body weight so I can climb over for the back take. The sixth option is a combination move. I go for the back take, but he pressures into me. I go back to number 4, which is the thigh sweep. So I have the underhook, I come around, I kick up, I go to climb, he pushes up against me, and I go for the thigh sweep. There you have it. My half guard series from the bottom. I hope it gives you a little bit of options, and make it part of your game. You'll find that some of these sequences and movements are transferable in other series once you start repping them and feeling out where you'll see it pop up in different areas, and hope you have fun with it. Outside of that, I look forward to seeing you guys in the mat soon.